You know what I love about this lesson? It looks intimidating at first, but if you have gotten good at solving two-step equations and you can solve algebraic expressions, this is no problem at all. So when you look at this equation, and you can see it's not a two-stepper, there's multiple variables, there's more than there's more than two numbers, and there's an equal sign, and it gets overwhelming. What you do is you follow these steps here. First off, change the subtraction to plus the opposite. Is there any subtraction here? No, there's not. Okay. Secondly, are there any parentheses here? No, there's not. Three, can you combine like terms? And so what we do here is when you see an equation and there's just one number on this one side of the equation, don't look at that one number. See that 2 that's there all by itself? Don't look at it. In fact, take away the equal sign there. Don't look at it. And ask yourself on this part right here for step 3, is there anything that I can combine? Well, 3n plus 4n is 7n. And now this plus 9, I cannot combine with the 7n. So that just falls straight down. Well, guess what we do here with this equal to? It can fall straight down. Now, of course, I'm going to cheat it over a little bit closer to this so it looks that way. And now this, there we go, is bouncing around there. 7n plus 9 equals 2. That is a two-step equation. Sometimes there might be just one number left, and then you just get rid of one number. But when we have two, don't forget what I've taught you. Get rid of the add subtract number first. Minus 9, minus 9. Make sure you put that little line right there. 7n falls straight down. And 2 minus 9 is negative 7. Now we can divide, right? And divide. And we are left with n equals negative 1. And if you want to check to see if this is true, you can take negative 1 and plug it into that n. You can take negative 1 and plug it into this n, run it all the way through and see if it equals 2. But yes, it does. Okay, so now let's go back and let's look at our steps again. How do we solve multi-step equations? If you see subtraction, please make it into and add the opposite. So we did that right there. Are there any parentheses? No. Is there anything that we can combine? Well, remember, this negative 15 is to the left of the equal sign, so don't even look at it. Okay, I'll erase this in a second. We can combine 5x plus negative 2x, and we get 3x. We can also take a look at this 12 right here. The plus sign will come down. The 12 plus 6 is 18. And now I'm going to erase this so we can see this part again. But the negative 15 equals is just free to fall straight down. And we have the two-step equation. Get rid of your add subtraction number first. See? And remember, you can always put that cancel line through if that helps you. When we have a negative and a subtraction sign in class, we've talked about you can literally just go add these two numbers together and keep it negative. If not, pull out your calculator and you'd see it does a keep change type business, and you would still get negative 33. We're just trying to help you get a little bit less dependent on the calculator. And now we can divide it by 3, divide it by 3, and we are left with negative 11 equals x. So the second problem was a little bit more difficult because you had the subtraction that you needed to turn into it. The one thing we've not dealt with yet, though, is parentheses. And if you look down, we've got two more problems that we need to do, and that covers up this lesson. So let's just go through it. Is there any subtraction on this? No, there is not. So is there any parentheses? Yes. Let's use distributive property right here. 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times this 3 right there, but before we do that, just drop this plus sign. And now 3 times this last 3 is 9. And now we have the two-step equation because we are not able to combine anything. See, 9x and 9, we can't put those together. This doesn't have an x. get rid of your add subtract number first. And we get 63. 9x equals 63. Now we can divide by 9 because this was multiplying. Do the same to the other side. Divide by 9. Congratulations, you solved a multi-step equation that had parentheses. Same thing's happening right here. 5 times d. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm sorry. What do we have here? What do we have in the problem? Subtraction. Sometimes you get ahead of yourself and you just have to back up and take care of it properly. Okay. We do have parentheses, so let's use multiplication to get rid of that. The plus sign drops. And then the 5 can multiply the negative 2, so that's negative 10. And the 40 equals just gets pulled straight down. Get rid of your add subtract number first, right? Look at that. There we go. And we're left with 50 equals 5d. So now we're free to divide both sides by 5. 50 divided by 5 is 10. And the d is able to come straight down. So we have solved that equation all by ourselves. 10 equals d. On your own, how about you go see if you can do these? Hit play when you're ready, and let's see what you do. Hopefully you put a 1 in front of the x, and also hopefully you turned the subtraction into addition. I'm sorry. Hopefully you turn the subtraction into a plus the opposite. I put my plus in the wrong spot, right? It goes right here with a negative there. We don't have any parentheses, so combine these two and we get 4x plus negative 8 equals 4. Add 8 to both sides. You can see where your speed can start to speed up here once you get a little bit more confident. Just try not to go too fast. Divide by 4, divide by 4, x equals 3. All right, here, turn your subtraction into add the opposite. Remember the plus sign comes straight down. Also remember 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. A lot of times people early on, they forget to multiply the second number by that outside one. They just pull it straight down. Remember, multiply that. And then we get 16 over there. Get rid of your add subtract number. Now we can divide by 2 on both sides. And there we have it, x equals 9. So first order of business, always change your subtraction to plus the opposite. If you see parentheses, use that distributive property to get rid of the parentheses. Then you can combine, if you're able, and then solve whatever equation that you have left. It will be a 1 or 2-step equation. And that should get you through just about every multi-step equation for the most part, unless they throw something a little bit different at you. But that'll work most of the time.